to introduce this fabulous lady, Mrs. Tara Wilson.
Y'all excuse me, I gotta brag on Facebook about this great crowd here. Nobody's sitting on the couch, it looks empty. Come sit on the couch. She looks like, wow, nobody's sitting in the front row. Someone on the couch.
Every time.
Millionaires sit in the front row, y'all know that, right? How are you guys doing tonight? I like your shirt, I want it. That's why I got my ASS kicked at the gym today. Oh, you're in now. Awesome, thank you. So this has been exciting. I've been involved in ViSalus for 26 months now. I'm a mom of 3. I have a 3-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 13-year-old that's in every sport imaginable. Boy Scouts, jazz band, math, this, that. I mean, every day, 15, he has a busier schedule than I do, believe it or not. And, you know, so people always say, you know, I don't have time to do this. Well, you have to make time for things that are important to you. 5 years ago, I was working full-time in the mortgage industry, and at that time, I only had a 1-year-old and a 6-year-old. And my husband also worked full-time. We saw each other, you know, 7:30, it was bye, go to work all day, work your tail off for somebody else, you know, and be accountable, you know, have someone breathing down your neck, you know, checking in on you, telling you when you can and can't go to lunch, all that fun stuff. And then I would come home and, you know, pick up the kids from daycare, cook dinner, homework, bath time, bedtime. At 9 o'clock, I'd collapse on the couch to have 1 or 2 hours of, you know, dead time, probably watching TV at the time, to go and do it all over again every day, 5 days a week. And I made a 6-figure income, and so did my husband. We were not uncomfortable. And when my brother first brought the idea of network marketing to me, I said, I'm not going to sell that product. Why do I want to do that? I sell mortgages. I went to Berkeley. I'm not going to get involved in one of your little home party business. That doesn't sound fun to me. I didn't see the big picture. And so for 2 weeks, they bothered me and bothered me and bothered me. They said, just come to a meeting, just like this, with someone just like me. She was making about $300,000 a year after 10 months, and I didn't know that. But they said, just come to this meeting and you got to see it. And I was sitting like that, and I was like, are we really here? Like, this is so cheesy. It was in downtown Martinez. No offense to Martinez, because I grew up in Martinez. But it was in downtown Martinez in this shabby little building, and I was annoyed that I was missing Grey's Anatomy. This is the honest to God truth. And so I'd never met anybody. Have you guys ever met a millionaire in network marketing? Have you ever met someone that's made $1 million in network marketing?
Yeah.
Well, me. Before that. I hadn't. I heard about them, but I also don't know any. Well, I actually do know a couple of pro athletes. I don't know any famous, you know, movie stars. I don't know anybody that's, you know, makes $1 million in a lot of things. I do know a rock star. There's a rock star in the house. Where's Adam? Oh, there he is. You know, but, you know, it never seemed real to me. I had always had the idea of being an entrepreneur, but I was so scared of being an entrepreneur that when my dad asked me to get into real estate in 1997, right before the real estate boom, God, I would have made so much money. I said no, because I didn't want to do a commission-only job. That seemed scary to me. So I went and worked for somebody else, traded time for dollars. And I never had a great idea. I didn't have any money to start a franchise or a brick-and-mortar business. And even if I did have the money, which I didn't, what was I going to do? You know, I was struggling to make ends meet in Alamo, California, living way beyond my means, you know, with 2 kids and then a third on the way. And when I met the first lady and she was making a few $100,000 a year, I said, it's possible. If she's making that much money, I don't care if anybody is or is not. If she is, it's what? Possible. And at that point, as naive, you know, they say there's those people that are stupid enough to just think it's possible, so they do it. That was me. I was ignorance on fire. Ignorance on fire. I got into my first company, and within 8 months, replaced a 6-figure income. Within 15 months, was making $35,000 a month in an industry I'd never heard of before 15 months before that. In a product that I'd never heard of, and with a berry I'd never heard of, in an industry I knew nothing about. Ignorance on fire. Well, then we know what happened in 2008. Economy went. Yes, it was Monavie.
Yeah.
Yes. Were you in Monavie? Were you on Lori's team?
I don't even remember.
No, where do you live?
Martinez.
Yeah, that's my sister.
Oh.
She got me into it. Yeah. Everybody around here is on my sister's team. Yeah, I was one of her legs. Yeah, I helped her make about $1 million.
She has over there.
Yes. Yeah, my dad built that.
Oh.
Yeah, which is not her dad. It's Anyway. So 2008, the mortgage crash happened, which also killed network marketing because people all of a sudden couldn't afford $250 a month for an overpriced juice. I got into another company that sold even a more elite product, which was genetically customized nutrition and skincare. At this point in the meeting, we would be swabbing your DNA. We'd be taking your DNA test. Swear to God, I did this for 2.5 years. I helped launch the company. And we would send it in, and 4 weeks later, you'd have your results, and you'd have supplements customized to your DNA. Sounds amazing, huh?
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't even build half the size team. I know. So I built a team of 9,000 in Montague, knowing not what I was doing. Didn't bring anybody over because I didn't make any relationships because I didn't realize this was a relationship business. I thought it was about selling a product. And I built a team of about 3,000 people in that company. It was the number 3 earner, making a whopping $8,000 a month. And after 2.5 years of having nobody else make money, because again, if somebody's making money, it's what? Possible. Well, nobody was making money in my company. So how could I look you in the eye and say, you should do this with me? You can make a lot of money, when I was looking at you like knowing you'd never make money. If I can't make more than $8,000 a month, it's not possible because I'm a hard worker. I work as hard as anybody could possibly work, right? Because someone can work as hard as me, but the few people will work harder than me, right? Because most people are not in the 1%. They're just not. There were a lot of reasons. So when I got introduced to ViSalus, I actually got on as a customer. I lost 6 pounds my first 2 weeks, and I said, wow, a mother of 3, I had 20 pounds to lose, and I thought, you know what? There's a program that actually works, because we all know the last 10 to 20 is the hardest, right, women? Mm-hmm. God, they're like, it's like a noodle going down a wall. It doesn't happen very fast. So I knew that it worked, and a friend called me at great timing, and I had already read that, obesity had just passed smoking as the #1 cause for death now in the United States, and the #1 cause of heart disease, and people were literally dying by the hundreds of thousands from obesity. And I thought, this is so controllable. This is something, we have the cure for the #1 disease. It's simple. It's right in front of our eyes. It's right in front of our plates 3 times a day. It's math. It's what you put in your mouth. It's what you put in your mouth and how many calories you burn. It's math. And I thought, this program can help people. You want to know what honestly got me involved? By the way, is anybody in here just interested in being a customer? Because you don't have to sit through this. We could sign you up and you could get your kit and go. Everyone wants to make money. You guys are a pretty great crowd. They're like, no, keep going. I changed my mind. So I said, you know what? I have so many people, even in the expensive juice company and the expensive DNA company, I helped a lot of people sign up 3 people. Nobody was getting the product for free. Everyone was paying $150 to $250 a month for their auto shipments, and nobody's getting them for free, and people were dropping like flies. We couldn't get people to stay on the product. So the first thing that was interesting about ViSalus, besides it was weight loss, I was actually specifically seeking weight loss. When I got involved, it was a $30 million company. They did $34 million in the entire year of 2010. They were $9 million the year before. There was no momentum. There was no hundreds of millions of people losing millions of pounds. There weren't even that many people on the product. 1.5 million joined last year. So it wasn't exciting. It wasn't momentum. There wasn't 10,000 or 14,000 BMWs. There wasn't 700 6-figure earners. There wasn't 35 millionaires in the company yet. There was 2. That's it. And it was a possibility, but what I saw was a company that was simple. It was a program that people needed. Do we all agree that obesity is the fastest growing disease in the country? Do we all know somebody who needs to lose 5 or more pounds? 10 or more pounds, right? 7 out of 10 of your friends and your family and your network and your neighbors and your coworkers and your church and your children's school and the people that walk by you every day, 7 out of 10 of them in the United States are overweight, and 1 out of 3 of them are obese. That's a problem. It's costing us hundreds of millions of dollars. Like you in the front row, you're thin, you look like you work out, you don't have a weight problem, but it's even costing you because you're paying more higher healthcare costs. And it's costing all of us. So I love it when people say, I don't need to lose weight. Why would I sell weight loss? All of my top earners, I don't think any of them have lost any weight. They're all skinny. The guy in the video, the girl in the video, they've always looked like that, by the way. They didn't lose weight. I didn't get into weight loss because I needed to lose weight. I got into it because everybody else does. I didn't get into mortgage because I needed a loan. People don't become a dentist to fix their own teeth. You don't become a surgeon because you need surgery. Do you guys get it? It's an industry. What I love about this company is that an average Joe, I consider myself an average Joe, can come in with a $500 investment. I invested $500 2 years ago, and now I make more than $80,000 a month, residually. Some of you do or do not know, my mom was diagnosed with cancer in November and died on December 27th. I did not work the business for 6 weeks. I did not pick up the phone, I didn't go to a meeting, I didn't do a training, I did nothing. And I still made $80,000 a month. That's what's called residual. That means you're not trading time for dollars anymore. That means when you build something, it keeps paying you. And everyone says, well, then why do you still work? Well, because I want to help all of you build a residual income. Doesn't that sound more fun? Doesn't it sound more fun if all your friends are rich too and you guys can all go on vacation together? Right? My goal in this industry was to create 10 millionaires. I've helped 2 people become a millionaire. I've helped over 70 earn a 6-figure earner income, and I've helped 1,535 people earn a BMW in 2 years. 2 years. Not 10 years, not 20 years. That's what most 20-year careers in network marketing look like. So you have to ask yourself from an entrepreneur, is there a need for weight loss?
Yes.
$70 billion is being spent on weight loss in the US, and obesity goes up every year. There is a need for weight loss. Are people still broke? The economy's still down. So our program is simple. You replace a couple meals. If you need more than that, we've got the hunger control for those of you who battle hunger issues. We've got the healthy snacks. We've got the metabolism booster. We've got the energy drinks. So when 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're like this at your desk or your phone, you're like, just pick it up, drink a Neuro, drink a Go shot. We have healthy energy solutions because people are tired, people are overweight, people are overworked. And what I love about this company is that the mission of our founders is to be the one company that makes the largest impact on obesity worldwide. Is it working? Yes. Before these fancy new programs, the $10,000 a week and I lost it t-shirts and the money back guarantee, that's all brand new as of just 1 month ago. Before that, we went from $9 million to almost $650 million in a down economy. We started at 2009 when the economy was slammed on the floor. It's still not recovered. And we just grew from 9 to over $650 million. In that same time period, Weight Watchers went from 1.8 billion to 1.8 billion. And we just passed Jenny Craig by over $200 million in our 3rd year, and they're over 30 years old. You guys have heard of Jenny Craig? Have you heard of Weight Watchers? Right. So we're not even a household name. Before your friend called you to bring you to this meeting, had you ever heard of the 90-day challenge?
Yeah.
You did?
P90X.
That's not us.
No, you asked if we've heard.
That's not the same company though. Had you heard of the 90-day challenge?
Oh, no.
No, it's for the P90X. We're killing them too. They have commercials and we beat them by over 400 million. And they have commercials, infomercials, magazines ads. They have celebrities and we beat them by over